Good morning. Take three. All right, so first I didn't start the video at all. And the second time I was talking and reading my script, my notes, and I didn't start the slideshow. So take three. Forgiveness Fridays. Welcome to session 7. Who are you waiting on? I am your host, Sylvia McIntosh. I was trained by Rhonda Britten's Fearless Living Institute in Sherman Oaks, California, and I'm both a certified fearless life coach and a certified fearless trainer. I am not a certified fearless Facebook Live expert, but I'm learning. Alrighty. So today is our 7th session of this series of meetings designed to form a community to practice forgiveness in support of healing the holes in the souls of humanity. Because this is a slideshow, which I believe you're seeing this time, I cannot see the comments until the end. Normally, I would pause to answer any questions you post, but since I know you don't know I'm live right now because this is the wrong time, I will probably skip that step. Do sign up for the Forgiveness Fridays Zoom chat, though, which meets at 8:30. We had a really short chat today, but that's all right. Sign up, join the conversation, which happens after this program. In Illusions, The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah by Richard Bach is where I found my favorite quote in the whole wide world. We teach best what we most need to learn. I chose to start this series because I realized how much I wanted to practice forgiveness on a daily basis. And I chose to take my effort public, and I invite you all to join me. I trust you are finding this work to be satisfying, even as it is at times quite challenging. But the more I come out the other side, the better I want to be at leading with forgiveness in all of my encounters. So I keep designing each session with more of where I want practice, and I'm bringing in as many tools as I can find, which is why I have also started the Forgiveness Fridays Zoom chat, which meets just a few minutes after we finish here. You need an invitation to find the Zoom room, so you'll need to sign up for the Forgiveness Fridays email list, which you can do using the email sign up button shown here on my Facebook page, the Make Your Life Your Own with Sylvia McIntosh Facebook page. You can see I have more than one email list. Just sign up for this one. You can also go to my website, sylviamcintosh.com, and use the subscribe button. And once again, select Forgiveness Fridays. You are certainly welcome to sign up for everything, but if this is all you're interested in for now, sign up for this. I don't want to send you more email than you care to get. So go right now and open another tab and get yourself signed up, or do it right after we finish. And the lovely thing about being in the chat is that will give you a chance to share your favorite forgiveness tools. Maybe you know things that I don't know from different trainings. Share what you're getting from this work. Meet the community and get additional support, and ask more questions. Remember, our 2 goals for this Forgiveness Friday program are, first, to release ourselves from the past so we can function fully and freely in the present moment, which will, number 2, allow us to focus our energy on positive things like options, solutions, hope, and joy. Let's stop this current cycle of blame and hate. Those are not solution-oriented. And by the way, you can do this every day of the week. I just call it Forgiveness Fridays because Friday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern Time is when I'm live. Today we have another Fearbuster exercise from the Fearless Living Institute. For a free PDF of today's exercise, as well as all the ones we've covered in previous sessions, sign up for that Forgiveness Fridays email list, just like you need to do for the Zoom chat invitation. You can use the subscribe button on my website, sylviamcintosh.com, or the email sign up tab on my Facebook page. Make your life your own. The replays of these videos are also posted on YouTube on the Life Coach McSylvia channel, because I found that to be much easier to search than the Facebook feed, because that tends to get old due to time. Quick review. For our purposes, we have defined forgiveness as the release of an event or comment so it can stay in the past where it really is. Letting go of it as completely as we can, cutting that string and letting it fly away off into the atmosphere. It's not saying that what happened is okay. It's just releasing the event so we can stay in the present moment. We're going to talk about this more as we get to the new exercise. I think forgiveness is particularly relevant right now because of the COVID-19 pandemic, since the definition of virus includes something that poisons the mind or soul and requires a living host cell to replicate. In that case, it says to me that unforgiveness is almost like a virus because it requires us to keep it going, and it poisons our minds as long as we serve as hosts. This community is here so we can work together, support each other, and refuse to host the unforgiveness virus anymore. And as I see it, this is the correlation between actively practicing forgiveness and the pandemic. Though I believe these principles are universal and timeless, and you can apply them to whatever brings you stress and distress in your life. Today we are going to work on cleaning up the relationships in your life. I like to call this exercise, who am I waiting on? Have you ever found yourself so sure that you were the wronged party and that no matter how badly you might want to say something, you're convinced that they should apologize first? I know I have. On the flip side, there have also been times when I just knew I'd screwed up big time and I really wanted to apologize and I just didn't know how I could ever get that conversation started. And here's the thing. When I'm beating myself up for having done something I wish I hadn't done, for being the mean and vicious, angry banshee and just whipping myself into a corner, which puts my head down and closes me off, I can't see options or opportunities. If an opportunity were to stand right in front of me, I wouldn't see it. No, I'm beating myself up because I'm not open to anything. I've also found the same thing is true. When I'm waiting on someone else to apologize, maybe they don't even realize what they said bothered me. So I've been harboring this hurt all this time and blaming them, drinking poison, hoping they'll die or get punished or get sick. They don't even know there's a problem. Beating ourselves up, whether we are at fault or because we're waiting for somebody else to take the first move, is never going to open us up. And this is where the Fearbuster exercise we're about to do today has really been helpful to me in both of these situations. And remember, without denying our feelings about what happened, what is paralyzing us is that we continue to nurture that hurt by carrying it forward, replaying it over in our minds, and letting our hearts hurt all over again. This drains our energy for what is happening around us right now. And it pulls us away from the present moment so we can't see it. It weighs us down. So let's look at this right now. On the left, you can see the PDF that you will get when you sign up for the forgiveness list. And then on the right, and then on the left, I have just the center part, as big as I could make it. So hopefully you can see it in the video. So on the left-hand column, we have 5 statements. I'm sorry you hurt. I'm sorry it didn't work out. I'm sorry we don't agree. I'm sorry if you feel I hurt you. I'm sorry I hurt you. And then we have 2 blank columns. So the center column is, who would you like to hear this from? And the right-hand column is, who do you need to say this to? The beauty of doing this worksheet is that it provides a blueprint for cleaning up the relationships in your life. It doesn't mean you have to go right out and say these things to others. You might at some point, but that's not the goal of doing the exercise in the moment. Remember that forgiveness doesn't mean approving bad behavior or inviting abusive people back into our lives. It just means we are willing to drop off the emotional baggage from our past that is keeping us from moving on. When we don't forgive, we can't let go of the past. We keep hanging on to it because maybe we want others to see our point of view and say they're sorry. Or we don't forgive because we're waiting to hear these words. You're right. I should have done it your way. But we may wait forever and never get that. Remember, the process of forgiveness is for us. It allows us to tell others, even if it's just as a thought, you can live your life and I'm going to live mine. It allows us to learn from the past and to see the gifts in it. It's necessary if you want to move on. So your assignment, should you choose to accept, make time today or very soon and fill out this chart. You may list people on this worksheet who are alive or dead. They can be in your life today or out of it. You can include yourself. In fact, you probably should. You might belong in several of those boxes. And you can also put more than one name in every square. Fill it up. The more names you can get off your cringe list, the better. And I look forward to conversation about this exercise in the Forgiveness Fridays Zoom chat that begins at 8:30 Friday mornings Eastern Time. So if you don't have that invitation yet, sign up right now on the email list so that I can send that to you. Remember, for the free PDF copies of all of these exercises, today's as well as the ones we've already done, you sign up the same way you do for the Zoom chat invitations. Use the subscribe button on my website, sylviamcintosh.com, or the email sign up button on my Facebook page, Make Your Life Your Own. Are you dedicated to your personal growth and making sure you aren't tripping yourself up? Then test drive private coaching with me now and schedule a free 20-minute session. You do that by emailing me at lifecoachmcsylvia@gmail.com. I'm still in coaching. I'm a coach. I've been through the Life Coach certification program. It's a year long. It's intensive. You get mentoring. You get one-on-one. You have group time. I have a 2-inch binder full of questions that I can use in coaching. And still, when I'm in it, when I'm stuck in fear, when I'm upset, I can't remember those questions. I could read the book and not see those questions. But when I'm in conversation with my coach and she says, hey, did you think about this? Or here's a question I'd like you to answer. Wow, it just is a completely different experience than trying to do it alone. Rhonda Britten even says you can't be fearless alone. So sign up for coaching. 20-minute session. We can figure out something. And if nothing else, we're going to figure out if we're a good fit. And maybe we're not a good fit. Maybe I am not your coach, but I know a lot of coaches. So if I'm not a good coach, I can recommend you to someone. I can steer you in the right direction. I post the replays of these videos on YouTube on the Life Coach McSylvia channel because I think that's easier to find than searching through the Facebook feed. This is normally when I would pause for questions, comments, or ideas, but since I'm doing this at the complete wrong time, I'm guessing nobody's here. So join us on the Zoom chat. That's where you can share questions and comments. I want to thank you so much for being here and for watching this. I want to thank you for your willingness to practice forgiveness in support of healing the holes in the souls of humanity. I'm Sylvia McIntosh. I will look forward to meeting you in the Fearless Friday Zoom chat, and I'll see you next Friday morning, 8 o'clock, Facebook Live.